guys, it's is my mic working? I think it's working. Hey guys, it's Evil Anarchy, and you're watching this on Extra Anarchy, and we're here to play some Nikke. Sorry I didn't get to finish the last event, guys. I was so sick. Literally after my last record, I like lost my voice for like a week, and I just couldn't do anything. It's truly a shame. I had to play the rest of the winter event offline. Sadly, I did get one of the characters. Ooh, I can claim both of those. It's interesting. That wasn't a thing before. But let's see here. Oh my God, I guess there was a union thing. I don't know. I did get Ludmilla. She's no longer able to be recruited, sadly. And then Mika, I did not get her. I'm really hoping I can get her. I really would like to get her. I don't actually know what her... Is she a shoddy? If she's a shoddy, I don't really care. No, she's a submachine gun. So she's probably pretty good. I don't know what about... Ooh, that's a cool icon, though. But I didn't get Mika. I got Ludmilla. And we can look at her in a second. Let me just do a lot of this daily stuff. There's a new event out for New Year's, and that's what we're going to be doing today. I didn't like the winter event. It was like some type of... We did a little bit of it, but I skipped through it, and I skipped through it mostly when I played it by myself, too. It was like kind of like a dating sim, and it was just like a lot of reading, and I get that they're trying to make this more in-depth story, and just not for me. I don't know about you guys, but it was not for me. I would have preferred something fun. I mean, they had the Vampire Survivor clone for the 1 year, and I didn't like that so much either because you had to put so much time into it. And, you know, there's just so many different,
Now I have more strength to protect everyone.
yeah, blah, blah. There's just so many different events, like mini games. I don't know. They're just trying to keep it fresh, I guess. I'm just doing this real quick so I can get these dailies out of the way for you guys, because I know you guys want to see the event. I want to see it too. My understanding is that the event is all for Scarlet. I don't care if I only get 50 on these. I literally don't even... Never read any of these. I know. Is that the... That's the 100, yeah. You can usually fake your way through most of it. Believe it or not. Gotta get the free gems, of course, right, guys? You guys do the daily 10 free gems. I try to get them. It's not really worth a lot. The weekly ones are usually better. Oh, this is not the best deal, but I'll get it. And then more credits, I guess. Cool.
We have everything in our shop except what we don't have.
Nothing there.
Just in time, dear client. I see you're a man of
I have so much of this from, like, just trying to unlock Ludmilla. I must have spent, like, $50 trying to get Ludmilla. I don't know how people unlock all the characters. They must be spending, like, thousands of dollars to unlock characters. Yeah, I only got 10 now. I do got, like, 600, so I could get, like, 3 of these, but... No one in the, like, the silver cards are usually any good. I guess I could get Noah. Ooh, Ray is here, too. Ray would be fun. And Volume. These three are... well, I mean, Rupee's here, too. But some of these, Private's pretty good. I don't know. They're just not my usual go-tos for characters, so it's kind of odd. You gotta do your Wipeout. And sometimes, if you guys ever want to know if you really need materials, specifically these, the 50 gem wipeout, not a bad deal. I wouldn't recommend it if you're trying to save gems, but it's not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. Especially if you do your dailies, you'll always get, like, gems. So I would recommend it if you're, like, in the early game. I don't really need it because I'm so, like, late game that none of that stuff, like, I need core dust. I could get, like, a little bit of core dust from it, but the core dust just does not help me. Like, in such small amounts. I need, like, a lot of it. Like I think it was set at, like, 100 core dust if I did it. Like, that's not enough. It's like 10,000 per level now. So it's like I would need to do that so many times over and over and over again. It's just not worth it for me. Let's see here. I think I'm missing... oh, I need to recruit. I didn't recruit. Well, let's do for Mika. Come on, what do you guys think? We'll do one pull. Let's see. What do you... Let's see. No, I didn't think so either. And back to lobby. Let's do that. You always have to claim the outpost twice for your dailies. And then we got one more. Let's see. Is there something fast here? It wants me to do the interception. I hate the interception so much. It's so boring. I don't know about you guys, but it's so boring. They really need to do something to fix this, because I literally don't even care if I win or lose in these. But we're going to be doing this new event shortly. I'm trying to speed run this. It's only 5 minutes, so we're doing pretty good. Let me know what your guys' favorite event is for this latest Nikke. Well, for Nikke in general, I guess. I think my favorite event was... I really like the half anniversary. I feel like that one was, like, really good.
I really like you.
What was it? Blue Water or Blue Ocean was pretty good. I heard they're gonna do a Modernia SSR recruitment event or something. Well, I mean, she is SSR, but like they're gonna do a recruitment event for Modernia, which is interesting because I mean, if they're gonna be giving out Modernia to more people, I wonder if they're gonna like either nerf her or if they're gonna make more stronger characters or something.
But this is the end. Let's keep the momentum going.
What am I looking at? I don't actually think I've ever seen her ult before. That was pretty intense. Oh, she's dead. Sometimes there's always this glitch on PC with like the this.
Did you see that? I'm strong.
It's kind of annoying.
But my comrades are stronger.
Okay. Okay, get me out of the arc, please. Okay, and that should be it for dailies. Boom. And look at that, guys. We did the dailies in under 10 minutes. That was actually under 8 minutes, if you guys are, you want to be, you know, specific about it. Okay, and then the new event is New Year's New Sword. I don't know anything about this event other than it's for Scarlet, and oh, there's noise. Y'all having a good time? To bring in the new year? A small concert is being held in the outpost. Yeah, you're the coolest, Noise. Whoa. All of the Nikkes from the various squads have gathered under one roof. The counters, Aegis, Made for You, Happy Zoo. Wait, there's another person in the Made... What? Happy Zoo, 777, ACPU, the Caronades. I don't think I'm saying that right. Even Unlimited. How was this past year for everyone? You've all been battered by crushing waves and nearly been swept away by the blustering snowstorms. Despite that, you all made it through. You've all been through a lot this year. So have I. I encountered all sorts of obstacles, but I overcame them, just like all of you. I'm like all of you guys, you know. I don't go out and fight crime and, you know, save the world or fight anything, but, you know, I'm a superstar, and the stage is, there's so many challenges, and oh my god, guys. I like her outfit here, though. This is really nice. This is that a really, really nice outfit, actually. Oh my god. This line kind of makes me laugh a bit, like... So, I'd like to thank the person who stuck with me the entire time. Is it going to be me? Through all the hardships and the rough patches, it's going to be me. It's going to be me. Producer, I knew it. It's going to be me. What? Noise descends from the stage and approaches me. I want to thank you for helping me get through all the difficulties this past year. Noise hands me a flower. Wow, thank you. This is for you. I hope you'll continue to be a part. I hope you continue being a part of my life next year. Peck. After giving me a brief After giving me a brief kiss on the cheek, Noise heads back up onto the stage. Noise, what are you? Let's keep the good vibes going, everyone. On to the next song. You should go wash your face, Commander. Yeah, exactly. Pronto. I'll hold on to this flower for you. Actually, I can help you scrub your face if you want. How about I go with you? Do you need me to help as well, Master? As the counters start to bicker amongst each other. Yeah. I feel like we're starting to draw attention from the rest of the crowd. It's okay, I'll go alone. I beat a swift retreat before we draw any more unwanted attention. I'm sure everyone was looking at me. Whew. In order to take a breather from the intensity of the concert, I decided to take a walk in the empty park before going back. As I'm walking, I hear someone call out to me. Leaving so soon? The concert is still going strong. Who is it? Scarlet. 'Tis a beautiful sight. Have you been well, my lord? It's weird that she would be here. I don't know if she actually lives in the Ark, to be honest. Nice little song. Get me some of that. Let's just jump right into it. Oh my goodness. This is beautiful.
Let's get this party started!
And of course, it never gives me...
Are we going for a swim? It's my turn.
Well, we'll use Noise. Let's see. We need one more. Who... Viper might be pretty good.
Want to have me by your side?
40, 40, 30. Is there anyone else who would be good? Man, it's just the counters. Okay. Okay, let's do this. It's time for some reading. Put on shift. What are you doing here? Tonight is the last night of the year, is it not? To drink alone would be such a waste, so I sneaked myself in hopes of enjoying a drink with thee. I heard the blithering tunes echoing through the streets, so I stopped looking for thou just for a moment. For a while, I was drinking here while taking in the music. In other words, you were drinking alone. I suppose thou could frame it in such a way, yes. But no matter. I live myself according to the vagaries of my heart, and wherever it takes me, may take me. Sounds like an unencumbered... Sounds like... Man, that's... Man, why do they gotta put in such big words all the time? Sounds like a life unencumbered. Sounds like a philosophy of a layabout. Ooh, let's go with one. I knew thee would understand. Forsooth, 'tis a life where freedom reigns. Oh, but who is texting me? Commander, I suggest you run. The other Nikkes found out about Noise kissing you, and they're riled up about it. They don't want to be bested by her, and they're out to find you, and your cheek. Anise is particularly UP. Commander, where are you? Are you at the outpost? Anise? Quick, Commander, you've got to run before they catch you. If anyone lays a finger on you, I will kill them myself. Sheesh. What news? It would appear my lord doth capture the heart of many a fair maiden. You seem to be in quite a bind. I'm in a real pickle. Looks to me that thou require a place of refuge. How about it? Would thou be partial to viewing the sunrise with me? Why the sunrise? Many people bring in the new year by watching the sunrise. Okay, where should we go? Where else would we go? You go to see a real sunrise? The surface. I guess we're going to the surface. I don't know why we don't have,
Everyone shall
like,
hear my song.
a base on the surface in general. Like, I feel like that's something we should have.
I'll get back in.
Let's give you a little pat.
I mean, in the story of this, in the vibes of this world, it feels like we're already winning against the Raptures. So I feel like we should be having more bases on the surface, because we don't need to be in the Ark anymore.
I may look like a bunny, but I'll take on anyone, anytime, anywhere.
Carefully staying out of sight of the other Nikkes roaming the outpost, Scarlet and I make our way to the lift. Oh my goodness. We're in the elevator. Thine cheeks remain unsullied further, at least for now. Thank you for your help. Pray tell, what is that in your hand? I raise the flower that Noise gave me. Oh, this? Someone gave it to me as a present. Is that a rose? Verily, it does not seem to be genuine, but rather artificial. I believe so, yes. It has been in many a moon since I laid my eyes on such an object. No matter how extensive my wanderings on the surface, I've never found a rose. I was on the verge of giving up, yet here it has appeared in my life. Do you like roses? Not particularly, but my sister had an affinity for them. You had a sister? Yes, I did. Have I never told you this? It was a very long time ago. I'm sorry. There's nothing to be sorry for. As I said, it was a long time ago. Time heals all wounds and washes away all sadness. Clunk. We have arrived. I shall take you to a place where the view of the sunrise is unparalleled. We're gonna fight a little bit? No. From here, all we do is proceed straight for 2 hours. 2 hours? Do not be discomposed, my lord. The more difficult the journey, the greater the rewards. Whoosh. Scarlet closes her eyes and feels the bitterly cold breeze brush up against her face. The winds are bitingly cold this time of year. Yes, it was around this time, just before the new year. What are you referring to? Nothing. I am merely recalling some things that happened long ago. Have you heard of the Melee Squad? Melee Squad? Judging by the look on your face, I would say this is the first you have heard of it. I suppose that is possible. From what I've seen in the Ark, they don't seem to produce Nikke from the Melee Squad anymore. I suppose in a way, that's a small success. Were you part of this squad by any chance? That I was. I suppose my sword is a fairly obvious cue, is it not? I thought you said you had a mind switch and you don't remember anything. To be precise, I lost a majority of my memories, not all of them, even though I had to endure multiple mind switches. There are still certain memories, which can never be forgotten. What kind of memories do you still remember? Would thee care for me to regale you with the tale? I'm a little curious, sure. Only a little? Thy visage is brimming with curiosity. This will do just fine. Our walk will be long. That would not be so bad an idea to reminisce. Where shall I begin this tale? All right, I shall start from there. Ahem. A long, long time ago, in the days when the first Raptures had invaded, there lived 2 sisters who had become Nikkes. It's been a hot minute since we sparred, hasn't it? Oh, her name is Rose. Oh no, this is bad. I believe that makes 985, doesn't it? Do not treat this so flippantly. It deserves to be taken seriously. Yeah, I got it. I'll be serious. Scarlet and Rose point their swords at each other. Have at you. Bring it. Both of them are unique variants of mass-produced Nikkes, created to be used in close combat, of which only 10 were manufactured. Interesting. There has to be some other melees,
I'll
right?
protect you.
I'm trying to think of who else.
Let's give you
Getting
a
ready.
little pat.
I've got to protect my sister.
Open up and say ah, Commander.
I guess the people from the abnormals don't count, right?
Again.
Swing. The tip of Rose's sword gently presses against Scarlet's throat. Very well, I concede defeat. Phew. Things could have really gone south for me. For a moment, my sword was starting to feel heavy back there. I better stay on my toes, or else I may really lose next time. Don't lie, you won without lifting a finger. Hardly. It wasn't easy at all. Now let's see. That makes 976 wins and 9 draws. Don't try to fudge the numbers. It's 975 wins and 10 draws. You got me. Sigh. Think about it, though. I'm your older sister. It doesn't stand to reason that I'd be better with the sword. You're better than me with just about everything else. Cleaning, cooking, generally being organized. You and I are Nikkes. Not only that, but models specifically designed to utilize swords. Would not mastery of such weapon be of paramount importance? Do you think so? I truly believe there will come a day when you'll best me. I think so too. No flower blooms in perpetuity, and nothing lasts forever. There will come a day when you beat me. It's just not now, that's all. I will whip that insolence out of you if it's the last thing I do. That's a word I've never even heard of before. Looking forward to what you've got in store for me. A broadcast? This is a special announcement. This is a special announcement to all special type mass-produced belonging to Unit A within this sector. All close combat Nikkes assemble in the training ground. We repeat. Why would they want us together here? 'Tis hard to say. Let's head over. Are we going to see all 10 of them? Oh my gosh, there's more. The United Humanity Officer. Is that everyone? Yes. Okay then. Ugh, do I really have to do this? Why me of all people? It's not like doing this is gonna make them become another goddess squad. They gave that mercenary Grimm's models. So how come I have... Pray tell, are we going to stand there in perpetuity? Oh. Huh? Oh, you said everyone's here, right? Yes. Ahem. Due to your stellar test results, you all are being deployed as a melee squad. All 10 of you, who have been specifically designed for close combat, will undertake infiltration and reclamation missions. And this will all be done under my command. A human will be accompanying us, so we're being assigned a... What was it called again? A commander? Like the Goddess Squad? Yes. We'll be following the same model as the Goddess Squad. Going forward, all squads will be assigned commanders, regardless of stature. To make such sweeping policy changes, it would seem that accomplishments of the Goddess Squad are greater than I initially thought. Any more questions? By the way, Rose, yes? Since you had the highest score in the final test, you will be the squad leader. Ah, so whoever got the highest score gets to be the leader? I didn't expect that. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. That covers just about everything. So return to your positions. We'll be proceeding to the coordinates designated by our mission tomorrow morning. Make sure you're properly equipped. The United Forces of Humanity officer leaves hurriedly. Finally, a real mission. An opportunity to take down a real rapture with my own hands. He didn't seem too thrilled to be leading people. In fact, he seemed a little displeased.
Kill the goons over here.
Goons? Who's saying goons?
I can do this. Open up and say, Commander.
Was it Viper?
The scorching heat is making my memory, but
I don't think Viper would say that. I don't know if anyone would say goons. I'm confused.
Bolt, we won again.
The day of the mission. Wong. An oppressive silence fills the transport vehicle as it heads towards the target area. We're in a building, not a transport vehicle. I don't know what you're talking about. Scarlet? What? How come you're so quiet? Are you nervous since it's our first mission? No. I'm merely excited about having the chance to cut down a rapture. I see, if you say so. Scarlet, you've heard of Lieutenant Lilywise, right? Haven't you? I haven't been living under a rock, so yes, I do know her. Of her. She's the first and also the strongest warrior there ever was. The one who heralded the existence of Nikkes to all humanity. Yes, she's pretty cool. So pretty, and also so strong. A few days ago, some of the girls in B Team told me that she was able to tear apart raptures with her bare hands. What? Without any type of weapon? Nope, none at all. Wherever she goes, it's just a flurry of disembodied rapture parts flying through the air. I suppose it was her exemplary stat display that made the United Forces of Humanity choose not to discord the close combat program. Perhaps that's why they decided to create mass-produced Nikkes like us, who are specifically made for melee combat. That's what I was thinking too. But I'm sure even she was nervous on her first mission. How would you know that? Just a hunch. She would have been facing something she'd never been up against before. And there were many things precious to her that she had to protect. If thine own strength is so formidable, then surely there is no need for apprehension. Heh, you think so? She was a human just like us before becoming a Nikke. I thought she was an alien. So I'm willing to bet she was just as nervous as we are now. It's normal to be a bit jittery when you're doing something for the first time. Are you nervous too? Of course. It's not like I'm ever going toe-to-toe. It's not like I've ever gone toe-to-toe with a rapture before. This is all new to me. So yeah, I'm nervous. A little scared even. But I know that those emotions are all temporary, because nothing in this world lasts forever. All this tension and anxiety will fade into nothing with time. And as we get used to this sort of thing... Clunk. The military vehicle screeches to a stop. Looks like we've arrived. We've arrived at the target point. Everyone, move to your positions. Roger. Now then, guess it's time for us to head out. I wish I could look at the other girls. Thump, 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 thump. We successfully infiltrated the building and confirmed the target. I've got visual on 20 ground-type raptures. If we descend from the building, we'll make contact with a group of raptures. Then get in there and defeat them. Roger. Thump, 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 thump. A resounding thud of footsteps echoes out along with great vibrations of the earth. Before them stand the cold, piercing gaze of an emotionless killing machine. It's far more massive and threatening than anything any of them have seen in the simulations. Everyone holds their breath in terror. No one dares take the plunge into the Rapture's lair. You're telling me they just want us to jump down there and start hacking away? With just swords instead of proper firearms? A panic-stricken voice of one of the Nikkes rings out, filing everyone else with ever-increasing dread. The atmosphere is uneasy, restless, tense. Scarlet feels like her feet are being weighed down with concrete blocks. Really? Personally, I think a sword is preferable to a gun in this situation. With a gun, you fire a bullet, and that's all there is to it. But for us, even if our swing isn't true, we'll still do some damage. Rose stands up. Rose? Also, a sword is way cooler than a gun anyway, wouldn't you say? Rose leaps down in the midst of the rapture horde. Rose! Swish, swoosh. As she plummets towards the ground, she begins swinging her sword at the raptures. Crash. In the blink of an eye, several raptures collapse to the ground. They're not much of a challenge. Scarlet, don't tell me these things have got you nervous. If you can't cut up this cannon fodder, how do you ever expect to defeat me? Huh. Who are you calling nervous? Scarlet stands up and leaps towards the raptures, to which Rose is currently laying waste. Ah! The blade cleaves through the raptures like a hot knife through butter. Their movements are repetitive, just like those she saw in the simulations. Their gaze, the positions of their cores. Scarlet is able to act almost instinctively as she works her way through the horde. Without thinking, she knows exactly where to strike the enemy, how to neutralize them entirely. Yeah, she can do it. She can cut them. No longer do the raptures seem so frightening. Scarlet's blade bisects a rapture's core. Phew, 'twas but a bagatelle? Haha, right? These raptures cleave just as well as anything else we have encountered. Don't be afraid, everyone, and come before I claim all your shares. Whether or not this sonorous war cry reached her comrade, Scarlet does not recall. However, what she does remember is how everyone shook themselves free from the fetters of fear which held them, and together ventured forth and swung their swords through the endless raptures. And so it came to pass that their first mission, for which there had been decidedly low expectations, became a resounding success, with an unprecedented absence of casualties on their end. Okay. I mean, it's kind of weird that you would send 10 Nikkes to go fight 20 raptures.
Shooting will make my arm sore. I did good, right?
Why do you keep licking my hands?
One down.
They smell like fish?
Someone
How
say they
did I
smelled like
do?
fish? What the fuck? Sometimes these voice lines are just weird. In the days and weeks that followed, the melee squad was deployed on countless missions. Swift crack. The Rapture's core shatters into pieces. All nearby Raptures eliminated. All right, I'll make the report. Buzz, reporting in. We have eliminated all Raptures previously occupying this station, and have recaptured the 29th base of the United Forces of Humanity. Their bodies have been designed to be more nimble than that of other mass-produced Nikkes, allowing them to infiltrate and recapture key facilities which had fallen under Rapture control. Ew, check that out. Disgusting. Is that really a machine? Hark, perchance thou could spend less time pontificating and more time slicing? Patience, my dear sister. I assure you that whoever needs killing will meet its right end. Rose swings her sword, bisecting the Rapture. In order to truly excel at the art of cutting, one must have a calm mind. Similar to other Nikkes, they witnessed a succession of successful missions, defeating numerous Rapture hordes, along with numerous accomplishments. However, there were also sacrifices. Scarlet gazes at her fallen comrade, lying on the ground. I don't think she'll make it. She sustained cranial damage. She is beyond saving. I see. I will request a coffin for her to be transported back to the base. Very well. Their many accomplishments also brought forth an equal amount of positive changes. So our squad is officially being instituted? Correct. It's surprising, honestly. What benefits shall we receive from formally becoming a squad? We'll be able to manage our squad more sustainably, and we'll also be able to request official support from other squads. None of these things seem particularly noteworthy to me. What do you mean? We're making a name for ourselves. Practically speaking, the quality and quantity of our equipment will no doubt increase. That is more to my liking. Speaking of which, when are our additional supplies meant to come? Damn it. What are the higher-ups thinking? Commander? Huh? Did you say something? Yes, I told you, don't call me Commander. Refer to me by my actual rank. Yes, Lieutenant. I was asking when our additional supplies were due to arrive. They've been delayed for a week now. What do you expect? Everything's going to hell in a handbasket. So you can hardly be surprised at the fact that our supplies are slow to show up. I see. So, you all need to bust your asses, you hear me? That way, we'll make a name for ourselves and receive supplies without any issues. Very well, I will do that. As the missions became increasingly more difficult, so did the bonds between Nikkes in the squad become closer. Let's see. It's getting late, the sun is starting to set. I'm not sure if heading back to the base is a good idea. What say ye about yonder building? Scarlet points to a particularly collapsed building. I think twould... I don't think that's an actual word, but I think twould make it a most sufficient dwelling for the evening. Sounds good to me. We can camp out here for the night. I mean, they're sisters. They should already have a bond. They're not having a bond with anyone with like...
Finish this and hurry to the sea!
This is weird. I mean, I get they're trying to do more stuff. This is like a flashback event. I don't know if I like it.
So cute, Commander.
Wow, that boss was so hard. What is it? What level is this, by the way?
Bolt, we won again.
5? So we're halfway. Scarlet sits near the window, keeping watch. Occasionally she glances back at the others, who are laughing and chatting amongst themselves. It's peaceful out here. It's nice, isn't it? This sense of peace, it's too peaceful. I worry that the others have forgotten that we are on a mission. Relax, everyone's running themselves ragged as of late. There's nothing to worry with enjoying a moment of peace and quiet. Nevertheless, we must remain vigilant. I know that. I know how much you care about us. You're scared that if we let our guard down, we'll get hurt. Don't worry. So long as you're on guard, we'll be just fine. Besides, even though it may look like they're carousing about casually, they all still have their swords on them. So cut them a little slack. This is a rare opportunity for us to properly relax. Very well. With that being said, I got a little something for being such a hard little worker. I got you a little something for being such a hard little worker while everyone else is having fun, a little fun. Ta-da! Rose produces 2 small cups from her pouch. Where did you get these? They came with the last shipment of supplies. Scarlet lifts up a bottle of alcohol. I thought we could have a little drink together. Alcohol? Hath mine mind gone to ruin? Drinking during a mission? Why not? Just one little drink. You really think one drink is going to get us drunk? No, but don't be such a sourpuss. Come on. Rose fills her glass and hands it to Scarlet. After some hesitation, Scarlet grabs the glass. Bottoms up. That smells nice. Is that Rose? Blah. What's wrong? Doesn't agree with you? Bitter. Huh? I said it's bitter. How could you enjoy such a vile concoction? I thought it was fine. I refuse to drink any more of this wicked brew. Suit yourself, more from me. Say, did we ever drink together when we were human? Not sure. All I recall is that we were sisters. Heh, it's interesting, isn't it? How do you figure that that's the only thing that we both remember? From what I've observed, unless you're a Grimm's model, we either have no memories at all, or you remember everything. I suppose it was particularly indelible memory for both of us. Perhaps I convinced myself to never forget my sister, even in death. Really? We got along so well that we never forgot each other, or we got on each other's nerves so much that we couldn't forget. Either way is fine, I suppose. Rose finishes the rest of her glass, and then lies down on the ground. Follow the wind, follow the clouds, follow your heart. That is the life I wish to lead. Where's that from? Nowhere. Consider it my plans for the future. Not the most poetic of plans. When I asked everyone what they would do when the war ended, one person said that they would lie on a bed for a week. Another said she would boil an entire pot of soup and gulp it all down. Someone else said she would take the time to read all the comics that she wanted. Oh, right. There was another one that stuck out to me. Someone wanted our squad to become really famous and go on a mission together with the Goddess Squad. What foolhardy dreams. In this day and age, a lot of people share that same aspiration. Since everything else seems so far away and unattainable now, dreaming of joining the Goddess Squad is the next best thing. What about you, Scarlet? What about me? What do you want to do? Well, I wish to spar with you without any armor. Huh? Spar with me without any armor? That's your great dream for the future? If you ask me, I think that's the silliest dream of them all. I suppose I realize how silly it sounds now. You see, that's what happens when all our dreams seem out of reach. A gentle breeze blows through the night air. Behind them, the laughter of their squad mates can be heard. This is nice. Next time, let's invite them to drink together with us. What is this sudden obsession with spirits? It's nice sharing a drink with others. I just want to share this feeling with everyone else. Oh, I've got it. How about we enjoy a drink while watching the sunrise on New Year's Eve? Consider it a team-building exercise. It could also act as a nice reward to everyone for how hard they've been working this past year. Do as you please. I spotted some good alcohol in the supply box. It'll taste even better after it's aged for a few months. If anything, it would probably turn bitter. That night, the Nikkes reminisced about their past, created new memories that would last, and laughed together. All the while, they dreamt of the bright and better future that would never come. That would never come! After walking for about 2 hours, we arrive at the clearing on a hill. Here we are. This is the place which shall grant us an unsurpassed views unsurpassed views of the sunrise. Right here? Yes, there's no better place to take in the sunrise with a drink in hand. Scarlet sits down on a large flat rock nearby. Such nice and cool weather we're having. Come sit here, my lord. You must be tired from all the walking. I suppose I am. I walk over to Scarlet and sit next to her on the rock. I have already dispatched any potential foes that would disrupt us. All we have to do now is wait for the sun to come up. I look forward to the new year. Scarlet takes something out of her bag. Ta-da! I'm assuming it's alcohol and glasses. Whoa! Scarlet places a bottle of wine and 2 glasses on the rock. When did you decide to bring these? 'Twas part of the plan from the start. If I did not chance upon thee, I intended to come here by myself. Then why 2 glasses? Well, whether I drink with 1 or 2 glasses, it makes little difference. Scarlet pours some wine into the glass. So you all continued to have a hot streak? Pardon? You're not done with your story, are you? Oh, that. What makes you think our fortune turned sour? If things had continued not to go on so well, the melee squad would still be around. If you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. No, I should finish the story since I brought it up. Continued success. Is such a thing even possible? You were right. With the way this world works, such a thing was impossible. Because life is not that simple. Oh, look at her. I want to recruit her. She's cool looking. Get a hold of yourself. Don't thou even realize what you are slashing at? I hate everyone. Die, I hate everything. Die, everything. Scarlet. Rose shakes her head. Schlink. I'm so sorry. On numerous occasions, Rose and Scarlet had to cut down their own comrades who had suffered a mind switch. Bomb installation complete. Bombs have been installed at all key points. We've got 3 minutes until this building comes tumbling down. Everyone get out. Scarlet turns around and takes a step. As if one of her screws has come undone. One of her legs refuses to move. Scarlet, what are you doing? We need to get a move on. You go first. What? What are you talking about? One of my legs isn't cooperating. You go ahead. A body malfunction at a time like this? One of the Raptors aims its gun barrel at the group. I thought we had gotten them all. What is going on? Why are they trying to blow up a building? That doesn't make any sense. Everyone, take cover. Rose grabs Scarlet's and rushes forward. Kawang. The building collapses. Is everyone okay? Rose frantically looks around her. The mission consisted of 8 personnel. As for how many remained, 7. The combined setback of hardware malfunctions and the unexpected Rapture attack resulted in the death of their squad mates. Scarlet opens the door to the medical room and comes out. How is she doing? Rose shakes her head. Again? Her body was completely torn apart. The impact was so great that her brainwaves aren't registering as strongly as they should. Even if she does make it, the chances of her experiencing a mind switch is high. In all likelihood, her brain activity will cease entirely before that even happens. We'll miss the window to restore her body. I see. How's your leg? Fine. It was just a minor tremble, so I was able to repair it myself. You know, things are getting dire when you have to resort to self-surgery. Every time we go on a mission, someone dies or gets hurt. Our bodies weren't made to be as durable as other Nikkes, so even a single hit can put us down for the count. Plus, since we fight with the enemy up close and personal, we're more susceptible to suffering a mind switch. We are still a variant of the mass-produced model, a prototype slightly altered for melee combat. We're therefore likely to experience more defects and thus require more frequent maintenance. Meanwhile, we don't have enough supplies stockpiled to even get us through tomorrow. So now there are 6 of us. Yeah, but that's assuming we get the supply shipment. Everything has gotten far too battered up during the last mission, and we've been starving for too long. We're fast approaching our limit. Is there still no word on the shipment? None. The lieutenant simply keeps beating the drum about having to complete the mission. Precisely. This can't go on. I can't sit by and watch everyone drop like flies. I'll talk to the lieutenant again. Once he realizes the gravity of our situation, I'm sure he'll be more sympathetic to our plight. I'll go with you. Are you sure? 2 is better than 1, is it not? If we cause enough of a fuss, even that indomitable human will be forced to do something about it. I knew I could count on you. Okay, let's go. Let's try and talk some sense into this guy. He seemed like a jerk.
I'll protect you. Say, Commander.
Just a little more. I can do this. I may look like a bunny, but I'll take on anyone, anytime, anywhere. Kill the goons over here.
Who's saying goons?
I'll get back in
I've
once
got
I
to
catch
protect
my
my sister.
I think it's Viper, maybe. I don't think anyone else would say goons. I don't think Viper would say goons either, but I don't know.
After all that, I deserve a compliment.
Lieutenant, is there still no word about a supply shipment? Huh? What was that, supplies? Nah, not yet, no. No? Dost thou not think you are being excessively flippant about this? Dost thou realize the state of our squad is in? Our numbers have dwindled from 10 down to 6. Oh, 6? I ask you, how do you think those who remain are feeling? 2 of them have sustained serious damage to their arms, and another 2 have broken swords. We are quickly approaching our limit. I know that. Scarlet slams her fist onto the desk. If that were true, then why are you sitting here doing nothing? Art thou not the commander of our squad? Get up and do something. Even if you are not on the field, surely thou could make himself useful working behind the scenes. For someone in your position, that is the least you could do. Calm down, Scarlet. He's still our superior officer. Tch. Scarlet steps back. Yeesh, you scared me. I understand where you're coming from. However, getting into a huff won't change anything about our situation. As for the supplies, it's because everything is in shambles out there. We'll just have to hold out a little longer. You say that. Yet the other squad that we met previously seemed to be receiving perfectly adequate supply shipments. It's highly unusual for our squad of our stature to be deprived of supplies. Wouldn't you say? What? It's probably because other squads have accomplished more than us. That must be it. We haven't given the higher-ups what they want. That's why we're not getting any support. Results? Results? Please. What drive? At any rate, we've been assigned a new mission. Another mission? Once we complete this, our designation as an official squad will finally come through. Then we'll be able to have an official squad name. We'll receive just as much support as the other squads. Probably. You expect us to believe that? We don't have much of a choice. This is war. You'll do it, won't you? You have to. If you want the support you feel you deserve, you have to do it. So let's get this show on the road and show them what we're made of, okay? Fine. I'll notify the others. Good. Let's go, Scarlet. Very well. Rose and Scarlet approach the door. Rose, yes? May I talk to you for a moment? Alone? Yes. Just you. Okay. I'll see you later. Scarlet heads outside on her own. Squeak! Okay, at least the story ended there. I don't think we should be able to see what Rose says with the commander, lieutenant, or whatever,
I
because
won't lose, no matter what kind of audience I face.
because we're not supposed to get that information as it's a story.
Open up and say, Commander.
Getting ready. Calm down. I've got to protect my sister.
After all that, I deserve a compliment.
Did thou just say what I think you said? A rebellion? Are you truly posting the notion that we rebel? Yes, you heard me right. Support isn't coming. There's no way around that. If things don't change, we're all done for. We need to do whatever is necessary to get those supplies sent here, even if it means intimidating our lazy oaf of a lieutenant. Doth thou hear what you're even saying? I'm right here, you don't have to shout. What did the lieutenant tell you? What could he have told you that? Nothing, he was merely rattling off a list of complaints, like always. Then why, in the name of all that is holy, have you come to such an extreme conclusion? There must be a reason. Why do you think? The lieutenant has no intention of hearing us out, and HQ seems completely unaware of how dire our situation is. I'm merely suggesting that we don't make things so easy for them. If we make some noise, they might at least give us something. So you're proposing that we threaten a human being? You intend to take the sword which was given us to slay raptures and wield it against a human? How could thee, as a Nikke? Such utter profane words. Yes, that's exactly what I'm proposing. Because if we don't, we're gonna die out here. But did you get a glimpse at any of them at the mission briefing? I saw. We're to recapture the 5th Arms Depot. It's a suicide mission, far more difficult than anything we've done previously. And that's with our ranks nearly cut in half. Not only that, we're supposed to roll out at first dawn tomorrow. We're not even close to being prepared for such an operation. If we head out in our current state, we are likely to be exterminated. Be that as it may, how can we stoop so low as to threaten a human? Is that even possible in the first place? There must be some way we can get it to work. Do not speak of it so casually as if it were a lark. A lark? Is that not how you see it? This is no joking matter to me. I'm quite serious. Rose? I've already run it by the others. 2 agreed to it. 2 opposed. If you oppose, it'll be split down the middle. So everyone has already made up their minds? Yes. Now it's up to you to do the same. What do you want to do? I presume you oppose? Yes, I oppose. So you're suggesting that we accept a suicide mission, which will surely ruin us? So it's one where we, so afraid of death, we have always put our lives on the line when out in the field, and we've been through hell and back. Yes, we may not be Grimm's models. Yes, we may only be mass-produced Nikkes, but we still have our pride in our role of protecting humanity. That is what has kept us going all those hellacious fireflights until now. That is why everyone in our squad is willing to give their lives to the cause and fight until the bitter end, even when death stares us in the face. So, are you to tell me now that when we are faced with yet another mission that threatens our lives, that we are to shrink back, throw up our hands, and give up? If we give up now, what of our fallen comrades? What were their deaths for? Did they die for nothing? Scarlet, let us humor your harebrained scheme. Say we strong-arm the lieutenant and get the supplies we need. What then? We would be considered traitors to the united forces of humanity. Nowhere would be safe. We would forever be on the run. Is that what you really want? Haven't you always said that? Nothing lasts forever in this world? Dost that not apply to our lives? To our time on this planet? I am not obsessed with how I die. I would rather decide how I live, rather than being a traitor forever and forever be a fugitive. I would prefer to die fighting, even if it doesn't seem logical or self-preserving. I am a Nikke. How we live is more important than how we die. So you prefer to fight until the very end? Do you think we'll always feel that way? I will certainly try. Even if you're faced with great hardship, yes, even then. You've grown. I still remember when you were too scared to take a leap towards the raptures. 'Twas a long time ago, our first mission. My, what a long way you've come. What are you talking about? Rose? Very well. Since you're so vehemently opposed, I suppose I don't have much choice. Since the mission is tomorrow, I guess we'll do it. Good thinking, dear sister. After this mission is over, we can speak about this further. Thank you. Don't mention it. I'll take care of convincing the others. You focus on preparing for tomorrow's deployment. Okay. Rose turns and leaves. I think putting your foot down and saying you need supplies before going on a suicide mission.
No matter what kind of audience I face.
Let's give you a little pat.
Scorching heat is making my memory
You're
fuzzy.
so cute, Commander.
Jeez, Bolt, you're all wet. Why
Reloading.
Do you keep touching my hands? They smell like fish?
So Scarlet's a mass-produced Nikke? That's weird.
Jeez, it worked! Bolt, we won again!
Scarlet cracks open a window. The cold winter breeze pushes its way through the room. Only 2 more days until the new year. Then the alcohol, which has been stored safely for months, can finally be imbibed. Scarlet still could not fathom why someone would willingly suggest such a bitter tonic. Oh my god. But the notion of sharing another drink with her sister. Thinking of how she could spend more time with the others. The idea that would bring a modicum of comfort to her squad mates, who were at their breaking point. 2 more days. Just 2 more days. Squeak thud. Scarlet closes the window and attempts to force herself to sleep. Scarlet, don't do it. Rose? Bang, bang, bang. Scar? Who is it? Wake up. Rose, it's Ag. When Scarlet leaps out in the hallway, everything is in chaos. Scarlet. One of the Nikkes lies on the ground in a puddle of her own blood. Next to her stand 2 other Nikkes who stare at Scarlet blankly. What have you done? All three of the Nikkes were her squad mates. What's happening? The Nikke in a pool of blood grasps Scarlet's ankle. You have to stop Rose. She went to kill the lieutenant. What? Hurry. Very well. The 2 Nikkes brandish their swords at Scarlet. Both of you move. Both sword tips remain pointed squarely at Scarlet, not budging. Shrink. If you refuse to comply, then I'll be forced to cut you down. Scarlet draws her sword. Oh my goodness. Rebellion. Spicy. I would have killed that lieutenant a long time ago.
Open up and say ah, Commander.
Scorching heat is making my memory fuzzy.
After all that, I deserve a compliment.
A few hours prior. Tick tock, tick tock. Rose saunters towards the commander's room, recalling the conversation she had with him only moments ago. Well, you're the one who asked me to stay behind, so out with it. If you feel uncomfortable, you don't have to say it. How How much time do you think you all have left? What? How many of you do you expect to come back from this mission? And here I thought you had no interest in us. Yet here you are asking me such a question. Quit kidding around and give me a straight answer. How many of you do you think are realistically going to come back alive from this? Like I already told you, the situation could hardly get any worse. There are only 6 of us left, and half of us are at the end of our tether. On top of that, the mission is indefinitely more difficult compared to those we've done before. You're right. Having said that, we're not just going to roll over and die. We will do whatever it takes to survive. You think all of you can make it? I can't guarantee anything, but if we put our minds to it, we can. Heh. All of you, huh? Lieutenant? All of you? Lieutenant, are you alright? All of you, I knew you would say that. Let me tell you something, in the end, only one of you will survive. Yet here you are, bloviating about how you will all do your best. Only one? Only one of us is going to make it? Who? Is it me? You just said we'll all die, didn't you? Don't tell me that's why we aren't receiving supplies. Lieutenant! Okay, yes. Okay, yes, damn it. Everyone's gonna die. That's why we've been left hanging high and dry, got it? It doesn't matter how much you succeed in your assignments, they refuse to lend us any further support until just one of you is left. But why? Is it because we're mass-produced models? Don't make me laugh. If anything, it would have been preferable if you were ordinary mass-produced Nikkes. But you're not. You're melee Nikkes. You're all merely prototypes. But you tried to be like others, and that's why it's come to this. But we achieved results. You said if we kept it up, we could be an official sanctioned squad. Results, yes. Good results, not so much. You all sustain damage every single time you go into battle. Oh god. And least we forget the inordinary amount of high mind switch amongst you all. You yourself said that your mental state deteriorates faster because you're seeing the raptures up close. How could a unit that requires so much hands-on maintenance possibly be mass-produced? They'd much rather invest in producing a new type of unit altogether. Because we require more maintenance, a special unit? You're waiting until there's just one of us left and then you're going to turn us into a Grimm's model? Yes, that's right. Whoever remains will be converted into a Grimm's model. That's why we only need one of you. So that's why the missions have been getting harder. It's to filter out the weaker and select the strongest amongst us. You catch on quickly. We're not doing this mission. What? I said we won't do it. I refuse to go along with this insane plan of yours. What the hell is this? What do you think you're doing? We have a right to refuse. The hell you do? Oh gosh. A mass-produced Nikke turning down in a standing order? They'll think you all suffered a mind switch. If you want you all to be sent to the scrap heap, then be my guest. Refuse the mission. It won't matter in the end. We've accrued enough data to be able to choose the strongest amongst you. We can still pare it down to just one candidate. Don't try and get smart with me. You're the strongest of everyone here, so you'll be the one who survives. Just follow orders and you'll make it out of this alive. Why are you trying to save everyone? Is it because of your sister? In times like this, family doesn't mean squat. You're Nikkes. You no longer share the same blood, yet you insist on calling her your sister? It's a jungle out there, and everyone is in competition. Enough of this. What did I ever do to deserve this? I was told that if I become your commander, I'd be set for life. I could live peacefully, they said. So why do you continue to drag me out here and make me live on a battlefield? You listen, and listen good. If you want to survive, everyone else has to die. This is what your squad was created for in the first place. This is why things have to end. So stop saying that everyone will live. This is the only way I can get out of this hellhole. Don't you want to be done with this place too? You want supplies? You want to eat good food and rest? Well then, let's get this over with and go back. It'll be good for both of us. Not just us, in fact. And if they're destined to die anyway, you could give them a painless death. End their suffering. Desperate thoughts swirl through Rose's mind. Would the sole survivor really live on? The company never intended for their squad to last from the very beginning. even if there was only one lone survivor? What would prevent them from turning them into a lab rat, sucking out their essence and planting it into other bodies? There was no way to completely restore a body and a mind damaged by countless battles. The higher-ups almost certainly wanted to extrapolate their proficiencies and experiences and transfer them to a more proper subject. In the end, even the lone survivor would be rendered asunder, eradicated, and left as a mere compilation of ones and zeros. The more their squad succeeded, the more they played into the enemy's hand. They were meant to suffer until they expired. That was the fate which had had been accorded to them. Yes, right. Nothing lasts forever. Rose continued to ruminate. If their succeeding would lead to their downfall, then their failure was naturally the only viable path of survival. If she wanted to defy the expectations that had been placed upon them, then she had to aim for failure in its most absolute form. I'm glad you're coming around. At least you and I are going to make it out of here. Rose's mind continues to swirl with a panoply of thoughts. Man, they're really putting in some words. Then she makes a decision. She knows what to protect and what to discard. Rose stands in front of the door. Knock, knock. Lieutenant, it's Rose. Do you have a moment? I have something important to discuss with you. Oh no, does she kill the lieutenant? Scarlet sprints through the hallways, desperate, despite the fact that she is a Nikke, and there is no conceivable way that she would be out of breath. She nevertheless feels strangely winded as she runs. The oppressive feeling of uneasiness rises in her chest and then presses down, crushing her. If Rose crosses a line from which there is no coming back, what would she do? Please, Rose, don't. By the time she's arrived at the commander's room, Rose was standing there, alone. The walls and the ceilings were torn apart and stained crimson. There you are, drenched in human blood. Sheesh. Sheesh.
I'm
Talk
not
about
scared so long as Noir's
rebellion.
here with me.
After all that, I deserve a compliment.
Scarlet looks around in horror at their commanding officer lying dead on the ground and the lifeless body of their squad mate. Did you do this? You came sooner than I thought you would. I thought they'd at least be able to hold you back for a while longer. Answer me. Yes, I did. Both the lieutenant and her. How? Are you going through a mind switch? Rose holds up a red strip of cloth in one hand. I covered my eyes with this. When I did the deed, I simply imagined they were raptures. As you can see, it proved effective. Is that even possible? Apparently so. Interesting, isn't it? Our inhibitors prevent us from harming humans. So I wanted to test if I tricked myself into believing they weren't human, if I could do it. Turns out it worked. Thanks to this red cloth. Sheesh. When I was looking through it, I imagined that what I was looking at was the glowing red core of a rapture. I just kept telling myself anything that moved was a rapture. I must say, I'm surprised at how effective it was. Why, as for her, Rose looked down on her fallen squad mate with sadness. I told her not to move, but she didn't listen. I told her I couldn't see well with my eyes covered like that. I didn't mean to go anywhere near. I didn't mean to go after anyone but the lieutenant. Why, damn you. Why are you doing this? You agreed to the mission. You said you would listen to me. Yes, I did. So what is happening? No flower blooms in perpetuity. Nothing lasts forever in this world. Do you think you'll always feel that way? We'll certainly try. Even if you're faced with great hardship? Yes, even then. I never convinced you in the first place. You don't resent me for this, do you? Then prove it. You said that you would protect humanity, and that you'd always feel the way you did. Here I am, a traitor who has betrayed humanity. With this very sword intended to fell raptures, I cut down one of my comrades. I killed a human. I'm the enemy. Are you asking me to kill you? What if I can't do it? Then you leave me no choice. I won't give up until you finish this. I can't stop now. I will cover my eyes and slash indiscriminately. All will perish under my blade, rapture and human alike. If that is the only way to ensure your blade will come from my neck, then so be it. How can you be so cruel? Have you no remorse? More than I can bear. Surely you understand, however. I decided this a long time ago, the end of my life. I wanted it to end in the sparring matches with you. Before Scarlet stood as a Nikke who had murdered a human being, who had slaughtered one of their own squad members, turned her back on humanity. Such cruelty could not go unpunished. Scarlet, was it? Virility, however. Did my sister always talk like she came from the Middle Ages? Steady thy tongue. 'Tis most churlish to say such things about a newborn Nikke. I just can't imagine my sister being like this. Are you sure becoming a Nikke didn't change you or anything? I do not know. Or maybe you developed a certain fascination with different time periods during your transformation process. I repeat, I do not know. Really? You don't know anything? Not even who I am? No, I do remember you. You are my sister. Scarlet unsheaths her sword. Whew. Promise me one thing. Once I begin, I will not hesitate. So please, I ask of you, do not hold back. I won't. Rose flashes a buoyant grin, just like on the day they met again after becoming Nikkes. Rose and Scarlet square up to each other. Their swords are ready. Have at you. Come then. Ching 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 ching. That's what I imagine their fight sounds like. It would be really cool if, like, the boss was Rose and not a Rapture. They need to make these fights more interesting, because they're, like, if they could intertwine some story elements into these fights,
After
that
all
would
that, I
be
deserve a
next level.
compliment.
The sisters' swords clash. 985. That's the number of sparring matches they had gone through. Each know the other's swords as well as their own. Each knew how serious the other was in this duel to the death. They knew all too well. Now I really have to be on my toes. Didn't I tell you? One day I would wipe that smug grin off your face. Scarlet parries Rose's sword and sends it flying upward. As her blade soars up, there is a momentary gap in her defense. Swoosh. Scarlet's sword plunges towards Rose's torso. One more step, and then the tip of her blade would pierce through Rose's torso and puncture her core. This traitor of humanity, this turncoat who had betrayed and forsaken her comrades, who had used lies and smiles to deceive her only sister. Oh, my dear sister. Rose grabs the tip of Scarlet's sword and pulls it towards her. Scarlet's sword plunges through Rose's core. No. Scarlet embraces Rose as she collapses. Oh shit, we got a scene. Rose. Scarlet, you must become stronger. Rose wraps her arm around Scarlet. Don't let yourself be controlled by anyone. I won't. My dear sister. I'm so sorry. I have to leave you all alone. No. No! Scarlet cradles Rose in her arms. Don't go, please. No! Oh my goodness, that's sad. Another sad event. Only after much time had passed did the United Forces of Humanity become aware of our situation. By then, the situation had gone from bad to worse. And when they first came upon us, they thought the mission had been a catastrophic... Oh, I fucking hate words. Catastrophic failure, resulting in everyone's death. The higher-ups decided to chalk everything up to what they deemed as internal conflict. They also decided to bury the fact that Nikke was capable of killing a human. What happened to the other squad members? They all died. They died by the sword. The very same blades that had been intended to end the lives of Raptures instead ended theirs. A thorough investigation was carried out, and when they left, they took everything they needed, but not me. I was left behind, as I held my sister's sword, fleetly fading. I buried what fragments of her remained, along with those of our fallen comrades. Scarlet drinks from her cup. As for the reason why Rose did what she did, I only found that out after I joined another squad later on. What she had decided to discard, and what to protect. And you don't have any resentment? Towards who? Anyone? Well, Scarlet pours a drink. If you give it enough years, sadness, resentment, they all fade away with the passage of time. That's the only thing Rose got right. Nothing lasts forever. My lord doth seem more morose than myself. Don't be like that, and look before you. The sun is rising. As I look towards the horizon, a ruby light is beginning to spread in the distance. The horizon is bathed in a vermilion hue. The sun itself is vibrant red, reminding us of the passing of another year. 'Tis most remarkable. The way in which the red light spreads, 'tis most reminiscent of a flower blooming. Indeed. My lord, as Rose said, nothing lasts forever in this world. As the years pass on into the next, another greets us. Time flows ceaselessly, and the vicissitudes of the world continue unabated. So rather than drowning in the sorrows of the past, should we not instead live in the present? That way sorrow will not overtake us with the passage of time, and the present incessantly becomes the past. I understand what you mean. Good. Now with that being said, let us bring in the new year with a drink. Scarlet raises her glass. To our lives continuing to be in bloom. We clink our glasses. Ah, what do you think of your first drink of the new year? It's a bit bitter. Ha ha ha. In other words, it's like life. Oh my goodness, such deep messages. Oh man, I kind of thought it froze for a second. It's because those butterflies came out and...
I may look like a bunny, but I'll take on anyone, anytime, anywhere.
Okay, let's check out the missions. Claim everything. Claim the background. We got the sadness background. Confirm. Let's do the challenge for you guys here. Ooh, wow, we can get a regular recruit. Oh my goodness. Just what I've always wanted.
Started.
Not. That was an interesting event. I thought some of it was a little long, and I think it's a bit odd. What are we fighting? Is it the spider? Either way, it's going to take like 2 seconds since this is the first challenge mode.
May this time last forever.
Ooh.
Showtime for Noir and Block.
I don't think I've seen her ultimate for that new skin before. Normally I have the ultimate animations turned off.
I deserve a compliment.
They just kind of take up time when you're on the phone, you know, like you're like if you're on the bus or something and you're playing and well, I wouldn't say on the bus, but if you're on the move and you're playing, you just kind of don't want to have to load a bunch of things. How much do I got? I've got 4,000. What do I do? Let's do this. I want to get that Mika or Micah or whatever. Is there anything else? Like I got 500. Yeah, I could get all these. It's interesting that they got a nice little song to go with this. Let's claim all those. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it to the end of this, so I might have to buy these out if I intend to get her. I still got, what, 2 days left? Whew. It's not a lot. Not a lot, guys. There's a union raid. Oh my goodness, I didn't see that. Okay. Do we think we can get her? I'm gonna try. I'd really like to get Rupee as well, if possible. So Mika and Rupee. 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 Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. One of those two. Come on. Mika Rupee. Mika Rupee. Mika Rupee. Oh, we didn't get any of them. Gosh darn it. That's unfortunate. We got some of those items from the event. I don't actually know what those do. Can I, like, give them to you? Is she down here? Man, this game has a thing for, like, white-haired characters, doesn't it? Here we go. What is the item for, then? Inventory? Oh. I guess I'll save those then, because I don't think I need any of those. How much material do I got? I got 4,000 core. So I could do... is there any other boxes here? Let's get core dust. What's this one? All of this. Just give me all of that. That's all I care about is core dust. It's gonna be a lot. Yeah, it's like 2,000. Okay. 6,000. Okay, so we got 6,000. If I do this, that's like another 6,000. Okay, perfect. And I can go to the synchro machine. To the synchro machine. Enhance. Oh man. Only 6 more levels and I can upgrade my other stuff. In the recycling room, I can upgrade my general research. Some of these are close to being twofers. You got some here too. Interesting. Yeah, and I got so much of this. Look at that. Look at how much I have of that. I'm never going to use all that. Like, what? I've got so much energy, you're never going to use any of this energy. Is there even a point to getting the energy anymore? I don't think so. Because it takes so long to upgrade with the core dust. That's weird. It's just weird. It's weird vibes all around. I guess we could check out this Union raid. Okay, cool. Skip your war pop-ups. I don't care. Confirm. Let's just have one of my weaker teams do it. Because the first squad is the strongest. I think the second squad's a little bit stronger than squad 3.
Stay focused, don't let your eyes wander. The burning passion, the fiery will. I want to preserve beautiful memories of my campus life.
It's showtime with Noir and Blanc.
Feast your eyes on what a student can do. Recharging survival power.
This is probably actually a really bad lineup because it's shotguns. I didn't realize they were all shotguns.
I want to.
Playtime's over. Take this!
Let's wrap this up. I'm hankering for something sweet.
Reloading. Cover me.
Just hold on. Stay focused. Don't let your eyes wander. The burning. I want to preserve beautiful memories of my campus life. I got too excited.
Yeah, so I mean, it goes to show, guys, just because your Nikkes are strong doesn't mean they're going to be good against certain bosses. So, like, all of these characters are, like, close range. Except for, like, 2 of them.
Don't let your eyes wander. The burning. I want to preserve beautiful memories of my campus life. What a student can do. Just like the manual. That hurts. Stay focused, don't let your eyes wander. The burning. I want to preserve beautiful memories of my campus life. I got too excited. Reloading.
Current ammo is sufficient.
Just a moment. Gotta reload real quick.
Just like the manual.
Reloading.
My goodness.
Stay focused, don't let your eyes wander. The burning. I want to preserve beautiful memories of my campus life. What a student can do. Just hold on a bit longer.
They might be able to do it. Only 30 left, and they got like a minute?
Stay focused, don't let your eyes wander. The burning. I want to preserve beautiful memories of my campus life. For something
20 left, and they've got 50 seconds. They did 10, and that's crazy. 10. Oh.
Stay focused, don't let your eyes wander.
Is it dead? Yeah, it's dead.
Teacher, let's
Nice.
go have some dessert now.
Okay, cool. Armstrong, you are... blah, blah, blah. So I can't use you anymore. Let's go back. I don't even think I've ever fought that one, maybe. I don't know. Okay, let's get Squad 2 to fight them, I guess. Squad 2 is pretty good. That third squad is made up of shotgunners because they all power boost each other, as you could see. That's why they came through in the end, is because they get power boosted from their alts. But Squad 2 is more typical, like, damage.
Even a hero needs to recharge one. Drop. Come on, everyone. Let's score one for the good guys.
Because you got Volume, who does damage increase, and then you've got Hero Girl here, who just does a shit ton of damage in general. And then Noise heals, and so does Blanc. And both Noise and Blanc both do shields. Or not Noise, but Noah and Blanc both do shields.
Drop showtime for Noir and Blanc.
Just a little more. I can do this.
Reload. Everyone, make some noise.
I am
Let's all sing together.
Yeah, this is the attack right here. Look at that. Look at that. Look how much damage that was doing.
Even a hero needs to recharge once in a while. Reload. Getting ready. I'll get back in once I catch my breath.
Drop the beat!
Even a hero needs to recharge once in a while. You're tougher than I thought.
It always sucks when your like bursts get timed together though. Like and then you can't use either of them.
I'm going to rest. Drop showtime for Noir and Block!
Blanc's shields just blocked that damage. Noise is actually healing right now, if you see.
I'll get back in
Just
once
if
I
you,
catch my breath.
I think she heals per damage she does as well. Like, she heals herself.
I am invincible!
And her ultimate's activated now.
I'll get back in once I catch my breath.
Reload!
I've got to protect my sister! I'm going to rest a little.
Drop the beat!
I'm going to rest a little.
I don't think they're going to be able to do it, though. They got 30 seconds, and they have to get through 100 and some HP bars. I don't think they can.
Those guys are everywhere. I am invincible! Let's all stick together!
Even a hero needs to recharge once in a while. You're tougher than I thought.
Drop showtime for Noir and Block!
Yeah.
If only a real commander could see this!
They got through, like, half of it, though. That was pretty good. So what I'm going to end up doing now is there's only this, but, like, I probably should have just used Squad 1 to begin with. This is my strongest squad. I mean, it's Dorothy and Modernia, so they're just crazy OP to begin with. And Bow Wow Girl and Polly.
You're
And...
all barking up the wrong tree! Ugh, let's have fun, guys!
Yeah, this is going to be over in seconds. Look at how fast they're just nailing that down. Dorothy does so much damage. Dorothy's like all like weakens it to Dorothy's attack, I think, and so she does extra damage. And then Modernia just does a lot of damage.
May this police officer Polly is here.
And Polly does some damage, but Polly also does shields. That's why I like her. That's why I have her on the squad. And then Litter. I forget. I think she does power damage, or she also decreases burst cooldown, I think.
You are all barking
Everyone,
up the wrong
come with
tree!
me.
I don't remember what the dog girl's ult does. I just know she rebuilds
I am
shields.
glad we wrapped this up.
Her
before
and
the
Litter
tea
both
cold.
rebuild shields.
Would
That's
you
why
mind
they're on the
bringing
squad,
me
because then they can rebuild the shields and all that jazz. But that's my 3 things for the day, so I can't do it until, you know, so many hours from now. I wanted to fight this. I should have used squad 1 for right away. But yeah, this is my squad, my union. We're level 4. We're getting up there. I don't know what the union rankings even mean. I wish I could see rankings. What can I? Where did I click? Is it here? We're 91,340. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the ranking thing even means. But yeah, join. Small. This is the code to join, guys, if you want to join. That's about it for today, guys. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. We could look at Ludmilla. I want to see her abilities. I haven't looked into her since I got her. I got her like on the last day of the event because I had to get her with this token things instead of actually getting her from a booster.
Have a nice time in the hot spring.
Skill info. The Queen's Gaze activates when landing 60 normal attacks. Affects the target damage taken up 7% for 3 seconds. Deals 93% of final damage as additional damage. Activates when landing 60 normal attacks. Reloads 11 rounds of ammunition. That's pretty good. I don't know what her ammo capacity is, though. I think it's high. Snowstorm activates when hitting the core for 60 times. Affects the target. Deals 65% damage. Well, basically 65% damage as attack damage. Activates at the beginning of full burst. Affects self. Critical rate up for 8% for 10 seconds. Beginning of full burst. And then burst skill is Guiding Lantern. Affects self. Attack goes up for 36.9% for 10 seconds. And reloading speed goes up for 36.9% for 20 seconds. Oh, wow. Okay. So basically every 60 seconds, she does a lot of damage. And she can reload ammo. What is her capacity? She's got 300. Okay. So she's got 300. Well, not every 60 seconds. I mean, every 60 attack. Whatever. You get what I mean, guys. Okay, so she's got 300. So after 60 attacks, that's like... I'm just going to say that's 4. It's probably closer to 5. It's like somewhere between there. So every time she reloads, she gets... So she could get 4. So basically, she's going to get like 40 extra rounds per reload, so that's pretty good. So she's probably actually got more like closer to what if I level this up? Does it increase how much? She gets 12. Okay, so it does go up. That's pretty good then. If this goes up 1 per level, so you could probably bring this up to like 20 maybe. That's really OP. And this additional damage is really good. This one's probably pretty good too. Critical rate going up is super good. And that goes up quite a bit from upgrading. And the burst here goes up about 2%. This one goes up a lot though. That's like 4% for the reload speed. Wow. That's really good. I actually think she's probably pretty good. I was super psyched to get her. Ludmilla is one of my favorites. Let's see what she looks like here. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Do you know where I can buy bath salts? I was thinking of adding some to the hot springs.
She's a druggie.
I dressed in what I felt would be appropriate for the owner of a hot spring. What do you think? Does...
Appropriate. Right. Right, guys. Right? Right, appropriate. Okay. Okay, guys. That's it for this event for me, for New Year, New Sword. There's always the, the one final cutscene after the hard mode that I don't put in my videos. But I'm probably not going to do a part 2 for this event. But thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I've got a whole playlist of all the Nikke events and me reacting and playing through them all. I've been doing this since the Chainsaw Man event came out. That was the start of me playing Nikke because I wanted to get into it. Yeah, it's been fun. I'm looking forward to the new year of Nikke. There was like a teaser, well, not a teaser. There was like a fake teaser of like a dark Rapunzel, and I was like, oh my goodness, that'd be so cool. Oh, excuse me. I would have loved that, but I think we're just gonna get a Modernia recruit, and it looks like a new Scarlet is gonna be coming out soon. I don't know when. Probably after the Mika thing goes away. I'm gonna keep trying to get her, guys. I'd also like to still get Rupee. I got the Angel, whatever, the other character, Miracle Fairy. I'm happy I got her. I would have preferred Rupee, because she is a burst 1 reburst, which, she's not very good now, I guess. Like, she got nerfed or something, or she's just not good in the meta. But it would have been good for some team comps for some, like, alternate styles. But that's it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. bye-bye. You know, check out some of the other videos. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Bye now.